What's up, YouTube again? So I usually don't do this much, but I thought I'd just do a prediction of the WWE SummerSlam that's coming up this Sunday. So I'm gonna look through the matches and I'll just tell you what I think or who I think will win their matches, and check out the card, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty. So we're gonna get started here with Randy Orton versus Rusev. I think this is probably good for Randy Orton. Get him finally out of the title picture with Jinder Mahal. And I thought that was kind of stupid that they had a grudge match just 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. Was didn't make any sense, but whatever on that. So yeah, finally gonna get a new contender for the WWE Championship. So, but yeah, Rusev came out, said he had no opponent for SummerSlam. Well, he got an opponent when Randy Orton said that he never beat him. So we'll see who wins. I kind of think Randy Orton will win this match. So, because Rusev's been on a losing streak, except that he beat Chad Gable by a DQ this past Tuesday on SmackDown. But hey, who knows? So yeah, I think Randy Orton will win the match with him and Rusev. So the next one we have the SmackDown Women's Championship. Naomi versus Natalya. I think Naomi will keep her title. I don't see them pushing Natalya, but Camelia, whatever her name is, Carmilla, whatever. But anyway, she could possibly cash in her Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam. But I don't know, I have to wait and see. But yeah, I think Naomi will keep her women's title. So now we're getting for the Raw's Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks, when it was supposed to be Alexa Bliss versus Bayley, but Bayley got hurt on Raw, messed up her shoulder, so she got taken out of the picture. But now Sasha Banks is in that spot, which is good that she's in that spot now again. But yeah, I was actually listening to Solid Monster, and he said that they should have made this a no holds barred, falls count anywhere type match because of what happened at the last pay per view, which I can't remember what it was for Raw. Great Balls of Fire. How Alexa Bliss won by a DQ by having a kendo stick or whatever she used. So yeah, looks like it's just going to be a straight one-on-one match, no stipulation, no nothing, unless something gets added over this weekend, which I doubt it will. But I think Alexa will walk out as will still keep her Raw Women's Championship belt. I don't see her losing it yet. Sasha is getting pushed again, but I don't know if they want her to win it, but I think Alexa Bliss will keep it. So that's what I think of that. Oh, Big Show and Big Cass. What can I say about this one? Looks kind of boring. I don't want to see it, to be honest. I don't care who really wins. And with Enzo being in the Big Show's corner, or he actually being in that Shark Tank above the ring. So I don't know where. To be honest, I'd rather not. I guess I would rather say Big Show win this match, but if they're gonna push Big Cass, he needs to win. He needs that W. So yeah, I could see Big Cass possibly winning that match. Now we got Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Now, I thought the funny thing is when they had their match on Raw, And my thinking was they're gonna have a rematch at SummerSlam because something's weird is gonna happen in this match. Like Bray Wyatt's gonna, they're gonna be like no contest. Some either gonna end on a double count out or something. But the way that it ended was pretty good, where Finn Balor got blood, so-called blood, thrown onto him, and then he went back in the locker room and talked to Kurt Angle about getting the rematch, which I knew I had a feeling, and I bet you there was a lot of people that had a feeling that they would get the rematch. If you didn't know, well, now you know. And now you're going to see the Demon again at SummerSlam like he did last year when he faced Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. So Bray Wyatt won the first one. I think this will be Finn Balor's win, since they already gave Wade Barrett the win on Raw. I would say go with Finn Balor. That's what I'm going to go with. Jinder Mahal as WWE Champion. What could I say about that? Possibly a bad pick, but when you don't have enough guys on the roster, on the SmackDown brand, no heels at all, then you got to go with what you got. Shinsuke Nakamura, he's a pretty good athlete. I will give him that. I'm showing him respect, and I like what he does in the ring. Hey, he won that number one contender spot against John Cena. Anybody can beat John Cena. Hey, that's good in my book. I'll put that match. I'll give him some respect, and I'll love to see what they can do. I don't think he'll win the title, though. I think Jinder Mahal will keep it. I don't know how much longer they're going to have Jinder Mahal keep it, but I don't see him losing it right away. I know they're trying to push Nakamura, and he could be ready, but who knows? It will be interesting to see what they do with this match. So, yeah, have to wait and see. But I'm gonna still pick Jinder Mahal. I don't think Nakamura will win, but if he does, it's good for him. That will be a good push for him. But I don't know if he'd be ready. I don't think he's ready yet, to be honest. So we'll wait and see. John Cena versus Baron Corbin. Now, after what happened this past Tuesday night on SmackDown, where Baron Corbin cashed in his Money in the Bank and basically just got screwed out of that match, but didn't know why they made him cash it in, and then finding out that he's got a mouth on him, just like Enzo. Enzo's got a mouth too. And being disrespectful to a military guy on Twitter, running his mouth on Twitter, that can get you into a lot of trouble. But then I also heard that he is too green and he might not be ready for a main event spot. So that was probably good to take off the Money in the Bank on him. Briefcase. I'm going to say briefcase, I don't care. But yeah, and this could possibly help his heel character develop and be more aggressive, and just to see what he can do. I would like to see him beat John Cena, to be honest, just for what happened after John Cena got him distracted from that title loss. And this promo he had the week before Baron did was pretty crappy. A guy can't really talk on the mic. He could get better, but that was just really bad. And they were in Toronto, Canada, and when you're in Canada, those fans they could see right through the wrestlers, and that's pretty sad, but it happens. So yeah, I think I'd like to see Baron Corbin win. That would be a good push for him. Try to get him over, and that's who I'm gonna go with. The WWE Raw Tag Team titles on the line with Cesaro and Sheamus versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Uh, Not really much of a build up for this match, to be honest. They only announced it just this past Monday night. So, I mean, a good build up with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose trying to bring the Brotherhood back from the Shield. So that's pretty cool to see again. But I see Cesaro and Sheamus keeping their Raw Tag Team titles. I don't see them losing it. So, yeah, that's what I think of that match. AJ Styles and Kevin Owens for the U.S. Championship. And Shane McMahon as a special guest referee. Wow. If it's gonna be like a Shane McMahon of '98, which I don't think it will be because it's nothing like it's not what it was back then, where he so-called screwed Steve Austin out of the championship match and put Mankind, and then they put Mankind in the main event with The Rock and had The Rock win the WWE Championship. This is different from that era, and that was 19 years ago almost. It'll be 19 years by this November. So I see him calling it because he's like this face. He's the face. So I see him not cheating out, not being the cheat that he was when he was younger, which was pretty fun. But like again, it's nothing like what it was back then. Who do I could see to win this match? I would like to see AJ Styles keep the title. I think that's probably what could happen, and that's what I'm gonna go with. And then we got the Fatal 4 match for the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, and Roman Reigns. Alright, first of all, Brock Lesnar's not going anywhere. He's signed on to WrestleMania. They just making people think like, oh, if he loses that Universal Championship, him and Paul Heyman are gone. That's not going to happen. I don't see anybody walking out with this title except for Brock. Maybe Samoa Joe could win it, but I don't know. I don't know if he's ready. I don't know if they think he's ready yet. I know everybody does not want to see Roman Reigns win it, which I don't think that will happen. Because if they want to continue having him build all the way up to WrestleMania next year and having his main event spot with Brock Lesnar, because that's the rumor that's going around, if that's what they want to do. So if that's what they're going to do, then they definitely can't have Roman Reigns win the title this early right now. Braun Strowman could, but I don't know. Again, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He can talk in the mic. I'll give him that. I haven't seen a bad promo by him yet. And he started off slow at first, but I think he's picked it up. But out of all four, Brock Lesnar probably is going to retain his title. And yes, you will see him until WrestleMania next year. So that's what I think is going to happen. So yeah, that's the card for SummerSlam that's coming up. Those are my opinions. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. There might be more videos like this in the future. You never know. But yeah, that's my prediction of SummerSlam 2017. So hopefully you guys are gonna tune in and watch it on the WWE Network. And I'm not getting any props from WWE for doing that. So just letting you know. But yeah, enjoy the pay-per-view and see what happens. Peace out, people.